This was basically the equation that I used to defeat the idea that life was meaningless. And you're probably looking at the board and you're seeing the mansion, the Lambo, the family and kids, and maybe that's not what you want from life. But what this was for me was a simple equation. It was, look, by the way, I didn't really want for anything at all in any way, shape, or form. And to say that I did at the time was dismal. It was at most just a thought of, life is meaningless. It's like, oh, I guess life is meaningless, but do I have my mansion that I thought about a couple years ago? It's like, no. Do I have a Lamborghini? No. Do I have a wife and kids that love me? No. I was like, well, if life was meaningless, I think I'd have all the things that I've ever wanted really, really fast. It's not like I was wanting for food or shelter or anything like that. I was doing pretty good. But I didn't have everything I ever wanted. Like everything. Like I'm not sitting in a Lamborghini or a mansion or a big castle or have my wife and kids and everything's like going dandy and I'm sitting here like, oh, life is meaningless. Like, no. I'm 19 years old, haven't really accomplished much. And I don't have the things that I really, really want. It's like not really, really want. Because I can say really, really want now because I feel like deep desires for things. But when I was feeling the derealization, it was more of like I feel bad because I should be this, or I could be a multi-millionaire, or I could do that. But I was like, oh, but I didn't. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like something that was going to be hard to attain. Let's put it that way. It was like, yeah, I could be those things, but I really don't care. And that was what it really was. It's like, I could be those things, but I really don't care. And so, if I really don't care, and I could be those things pretty easily, well, how about this? If you want to decide that life is meaningless, fine. Go out, go get your castle, your mansion, your kids, and then go say life is meaningless. And when I made that decision, so many other things unfolded. I went out for riches. I was like, cool, that'd be easy, duh. And what I found was spirituality, meaning, purpose, understanding, well-being, clarity. And so what got me there though was another daily thing. This is just one thing for you to implement. And it's to read the book, where is it? Think and Grow Rich. And at the time I wasn't reading at all. And I honestly, I maybe heard this on an audio tape maybe a couple times and it just didn't pass my mind. And I obviously was not reading a full book because like life was meaningless. So what I encourage you to do is to go to chapter 4 on auto-suggestion. It's different for other books. It might be chapter 3. And just read that chapter every day, just like you make your bed. And there was a sentence in it, what was it? That talked about the author speaking on his goodwill to help others. And honestly, to me, it just sounded like baloney, right? Like, how can someone have just such good faith and will and just want to help others and leave out any unnecessary words because he was such a kind person? And it didn't make any sense to me. It didn't occur to me that in order to earn money, have any of these things, you've got to provide service. And it's different from taking, it's giving. And you're moving from taking to giving. Once you really decide that you're going to go out for these things, what happens is you're not going out for taking anymore. You'll learn that really, really fast. You've got to learn how to give. And it's that realization on this path that has given me more than I could have ever asked for. So what I encourage you to do is just read the chapter 4 on auto-suggestion daily. And eventually it'll start to make more and more sense. And what we're doing is we're building now your mental faculties. Before you cleaned your room, those are physical. You cleaned your house, that's physical. Now what we're starting to do is we're starting to just put something in so that we can move forward. And I encourage you to think of the things that you think are pretty easy to attain, but you haven't, because it'd be easy. And really just write down what it could be that you could do. And then go for it. Just go for it. Read it out and just go for it. And that will change your life dramatically. And in the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to pick that goal of yours and how to step forward. So subscribe so you guys don't miss the next one. And once again, from my heart to yours, by the way, I took that from a meditation. From my heart to yours, it feels so good. Cheers.